Off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Fletcher. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Slithers into space. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now adjusting. Got a man. It's Fletcher. Got room at the 35. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Aggies will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Motion from the wide receiver. Creates a little room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Craven. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Aggies! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. On the move to his left. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To throw, it's Reed. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The give to the tailback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Fletcher.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Beck. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. And they get him down. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Miami, 37, Texas A&M, 21.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for... He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's back. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Tate. He found some really good...
I'm ready, Trey. Damn. 21-7. What? Mm-hmm. Come on, Trey.
Smoking. I don't give a fuck. Let me out. Master, let me out. In the name of Jesus, let me out.
Mm-hmm.
You acting like a real bitch right now.
I'm ready, Trey.
Real paranoid. You gonna let Drewski fuck up the church's money and you ain't gonna do shit? I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing nothing to Drewski over no skit. I got a whole motherfucking brand new Cadillac, no dude, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Huh? Say something. So I got a wife, I got a baby mama. Yeah. I got a whole motherfucking brand new Cadillac, no dude, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Huh? Say something. So I got a wife, I got a baby mama. I got a baby mama who got a baby mama that's pregnant. Pull up right here at this Popeye.
Let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go. Talking about personal plan. Mm-hmm. In the game, though. No. Mm-hmm. What? What? I figured. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Rodgers. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Graham. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Offense in an empty set. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Miller with the ball. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big group.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, you talk all week about tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Got a little space. Ripping through the defense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. When you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's... And they take the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting tackled for us.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Number 42, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bama!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Extending the play. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one. Vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
They go to the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The short hand, it's Miller. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Downs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. See if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Another play. To the air, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Russell. Quarterback adapting. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Brings it down on the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Got his man downfield. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it on first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown time! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Coming out with it, it's Downs. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to find his man in the middle. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. He's brought down to one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Tide with the first and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Setting up for the extra point at the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Finding an escape route. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, get the yardage.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds a little space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Pucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sayed. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Still on his feet at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. We'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the catch, it's Miller. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The play-action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finding open areas. Running through contact. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He breaks a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it, and he gets it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Downs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going with the ground game left. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really start to play physical.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They believe they can run right here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give headed toward right tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grab near the marker, it's Graham. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fires to the middle. Running downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And they trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. Drills him with the stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really